The American Revolution, which lasted from 1775 to 1783, saw the American colonies seeking independence from British rule. France and Spain did eventually join the conflict, but their involvement came at different stages and for various reasons, including sending troops, ships, and supplies. The French Navy played a crucial role in defeating the British at the Battle of Yorktown in 1781, which ultimately led to the British surrender and the end of the war. Spain's involvement in the American Revolution was more limited compared to France, but it still had significant implications. Spain entered the war primarily to pursue its own interests, particularly its territorial disputes with Britain in North America and the Caribbean. Spain declared war on Britain in 1779 and provided some support to the American cause, including supplying money, weapons, and military aid. However, Spain's contribution was not as extensive as France's, and its primary focus remained on its own strategic objectives. France's motivations. France's decision to support the American colonies was motivated by a desire to weaken its long-standing rival, Britain, and to seek revenge for its defeat in the 7 Years' War 1756 to 1763, during which it lost many of its North American territories to Britain. Supporting the American Revolutionaries was seen as an opportunity to undermine British power and potentially regain lost territory. Financial and military support. France provided significant financial and military aid to the American colonies throughout the war. This assistance included loans, military supplies, and the deployment of troops, including experienced officers such as the Marquis de Lafayette. French involvement bolstered the capabilities of the Continental Army and played a crucial role in sustaining the American war effort. Naval support. The French Navy played a crucial role in the outcome of the war. French naval forces helped to blockade British ports, disrupt British supply lines, and provide crucial support during key battles, such as the Battle of Yorktown. The participation of the French fleet prevented British reinforcements from reaching General Cornwallis's army, leading to his surrender in 1781. Spanish involvement. Spain's entry into the war in 1779 was driven primarily by its own strategic interests. Spain sought to regain control of territories in Florida, the Gulf Coast, and the Mississippi River region, which it had lost to Britain in previous conflicts. Spanish forces, particularly in the Gulf Coast and Caribbean, engaged in military operations against British-held territories and provided some support to the American cause. Impact on the outcome. The combined efforts of France and Spain significantly weakened Britain's ability to continue fighting the war in North America. By stretching British military and naval resources thin across multiple theaters of war, France and Spain made it increasingly difficult for Britain to maintain control over its American colonies. The decisive victory at the Battle of Yorktown, made possible by French support, ultimately led to the British decision to negotiate peace with the American colonies. French diplomatic efforts. In addition to providing military and financial support, France also played a significant role in diplomatic efforts to garner international recognition for the United States. French diplomats, such as Benjamin Franklin, negotiated treaties and secured support from other European powers, including the Netherlands, which also declared war on Britain. Spanish military operations. While Spain's primary focus was on its territorial disputes with Britain in North America and the Caribbean, Spanish forces also engaged in military operations against British-held territories. Spanish forces captured key strategic locations such as Pensacola in West Florida and Mobile in Alabama, weakening British control in the region. Naval battles. The involvement of France and Spain also led to several naval battles with the British fleet. One notable engagement was the Battle of the Chesapeake in 1781, where the French fleet, under Admiral de Grasse, defeated the British Navy, preventing them from relieving General Cornwallis at Yorktown. This naval victory played a crucial role in the subsequent surrender of Cornwallis's army. Impact on the global balance of power. France and Spain's involvement in the American Revolution had broader implications for the balance of power in Europe and beyond. By supporting the American colonies, France sought to diminish British influence globally and enhance its own standing as a major power. Spain, likewise, aimed to weaken British control in the Americas and assert its own dominance in the region. Legacy and alliance. The alliance forged between the United States, France, and Spain during the American Revolution had lasting implications. It laid the groundwork for future diplomatic relations between the United States and European powers and influenced the geopolitical landscape of the late 18th and early 19th centuries. The support provided by France and Spain was crucial in securing American independence and establishing the United States as a sovereign nation.